As an added bonus today, guys, my morning routine ends when I step into my office and I begin my shipments. So I'm going to be shipping out some items and showing you guys what's sold, and also a few shipping hacks that several of you have been asking me about. Hey resellers, thanks so much for tuning in to today's video. Today I'm going to be talking about our morning routines as self-employed, work from home resellers. I feel like the intentionality you put into your morning routine can really set the tone and set the pace for the rest of your day, and whether or not it's a productive day or if we're just kind of dragging our feet. The night before, sometimes it's a good idea for folks to make a to-do list to get all of that out of your head and onto paper about what it is that you want to accomplish the next day, or even maybe what it is that you set to accomplish for the entire week. Whatever time frame that you want to break things up into, it's always a good idea, I feel like, when goal setting, to write those goals down. So consider making a list the night before. It'll help you to rest easier, and your brain will be able to shut off without thinking of the 1,000 things that you have to do the next day. Your morning routine might look different from mine, but I encourage you to find things that express who you are and the things that you enjoy and fit them into your morning routine. Don't forget why you're self-employed. We can often get so lost in the hustle of being self-employed and owning your own business and working from home that we forget why we work from home. As for me, and your why may be different, I work from home so that I can spend time with my family, I can spend time at my home, and I can spend time enjoying the things that I really love to do. Remember, I'm not interested in clocking into someone else's dream, but in the process, I can't forget to clock into my own dreams, and not all of those surround my business. So you'll see a lot of things in my morning routine that are a reflection of who I am and not necessarily reselling in general. So let's get straight to it. You guys enjoy my morning routine. My morning starts at about 6:30. My husband and I wake up and head straight to the kitchen to start making coffee, breakfast, and helping with the kids' lunches. But before I start that, I do ask Google for a favor to start my day with some really good music. Hey Google, let's get our praise on. Now that is actually a custom command prompt that I have set up on the Google speaker that I say, let's get our praise on, and Google starts random praise and worship music. I feel like in the mornings when you're rushing around is an easy time to speak unkindly to your favorite people in the world, that is your family, but that's harder to do with the background of praise and worship. So we're going to start coffee and oatmeal and just making sure that the kids have fresh foods for breakfast and for lunch together. And because my husband, I have told you guys so many times, is the real MVP, he actually gets the kids out the door in the morning, which gives me about 20 minutes of really nice quiet time. Let's see what I do with it. So the first thing I'm going to do is start my own breakfast. I am loving these Ezekiel bread English muffins right now. I just cut this in half and put it in the toaster on the bagel setting, which is great. I love these. These are so delicious. So I would recommend 10 out of 10. And I sit down with my cup of coffee and my Ezekiel muffin and pick up my sword. That is the Word of God. This is really the part of my day I'd rather start without breakfast than without this. You don't have to be a Bible scholar in the morning and think that you need to be reading 48 chapters. I aim at reading 2 chapters a day. I'm in 2 Kings right now, for those of you that are wondering. And I just want to read 2 chapters of the Word of God, to start out my day, and then work your way through the Bible that way if it seems intimidating. But this is how I feed my spirit first thing in the morning. All right, guys, as resellers, I feel like we can spend a huge portion of the day just leaned over our computer desk or our tablets, and that just leaves me with a really stiff neck and back sometimes. So I like to start my day with yoga. Right now I'm doing a program that is a runner's yoga. It does involve a pillow, and it is with Yoga with Adrienne right here on YouTube. She is a fantastic yogi, and I feel like she could get anyone into yoga. So I'll link below in the description to her channel. Outside of just the physical benefits of yoga, I feel like yoga teaches this intentionality and mindfulness to connect to the present moment. And again, being self-employed and working from home with a big to-do list, I feel like that mindful connection to what's right in front of you is so important. So I would encourage any of you to start your day with yoga. Just a quick 20-minute practice would make so much difference. This next day, I actually have a race. So in addition to limbering myself up with yoga, I take my Theragun out and I'm going to ensure that my legs have no knots and everything is nice and loose and ready for the race the next day. The day can get away from me before I know it. And if I don't do this first thing in the morning, I might have skipped it. Okay, this next part of the day, guys, I am always telling you to treat your business like your business. Now, for me personally, there's no way that I would be an employee of someone else's and show up with a dirty face or my hair not done or just look at any kind of way. So the fact that I am self-employed and work for myself means that I should be trying that much harder to put my best face forward. Whether or not that means just simply cleansing your face and doing a simple hairstyle in the morning or whatever it is that causes you to look and feel your best, I promise you that is going to lead to increased productivity. For me, it's a 10-minute makeup routine every day. I'm not interested in spending an hour in front of the mirror. I don't have that kind of time, but I'm also not interested in working from home in my pajamas. So loungewear is not usually a part of my work from home uniform, and I don't encourage it to be a part of yours either, because you would be surprised how much more you will get done if you just intentionally, like I say, dress the part. So, while you will not find me in pajamas, my work uniform is usually something a little more typical of the next slide. I do not wear shoes in my house, so I don't get dressed to my shoes. But again, I would just encourage you to get in your closet and put on some actual work clothes. For me, that is something simple like this. All right, so I'm in my office now. I am checking to see what sold on eBay. I mean, obviously I already know because I'm constantly checking notifications just like you, but I'm gonna get on my eBay just on the app and I'm going to see what sold. Looks like one is still awaiting payment. I sent them a reminder this morning and I did tell them, if you pay, quickly, then I can get your shipment out this morning and it'll go out in today's mail, but no response. So it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things on eBay to ship out. So I'm gonna go through these lovely totes back here, nothing fancy about my storage system, and I will pull these items and then let's talk about what sold and why it sold. Oh no, you guys, this corner has been getting out of control and I knew when I set this here I was gonna end up breaking it. I just knocked this over and just totally broke him. I don't know if he was gonna sell because he had been broken and repaired anyway, but here I am barefoot and now there's broken glass. I'm gonna have to deal with this later though. All right guys, let's talk about what sold. And I said we're gonna talk about why it sold. Obviously I'm not in the mind of the buyer, but I think it's important as sellers that we try to get into the minds of buyers as much as possible. We need to be anticipating what buyers will be buying, why they're buying those items, and how we can best provide a service to them. Because truth be told, buyers can buy things from anywhere. There needs to be a reason to shop at your store. Let that reason be because you know exactly what buyers need. At the end of the day, yes, listing makes sales, but you can list all the garbage and junk in the world and you're still not going to make sales if you're not listing things buyers want. Okay guys, the first item that sold is this adorable little troll doll from 1991. Let me pull up the information on this one and tell you how much she sold for. She has a little dress and panties with her. She is so cute, you guys. Blue eyes and orange hair. If you're listing trolls, be sure to put those colors in there. She sold for $7 and it looks like $4 shipping. So buyer paid shipping on this. Why did the buyer buy this? Because it's vintage, they're not making these anymore, and I had one for sale. Look for things that are vintage that they're not making anymore that your buyers want. The next item that sold are these little girls, size medium 7/8, thermal lightweight, Fruit of the Loom long underwear. I scored these on my retail arbitrage trip to Walmart for $1. These sold for $9.90. I offered free shipping on these because I did have to compete with Walmart's price. So why did the buyer buy these? Because I was cheaper than Walmart, because again, it was retail arbitrage. I needed to give them a reason to want to order from me, have it delivered to their home. And they bought these because it's cold outside. So always be thinking about the weather, and just because it's warm where you are doesn't mean it's warm everywhere. I sell swimsuits in the winter. I sell sandals in the winter. I sell coats in the summertime, especially if you use eBay's global shipping, the GSP. You know, when it's summer here, it's winter in Australia. I could not tell you how many times I have actually sold, especially vintage leather coats, to Australia in our summertime. So consider someone always needs to be warm or very cool. The next item to sell was this gorgeous globe. You can see that this has like a raised topography on it. It is not stone, but it has like those beautiful jewel tone details. I titled this Vintage Replogle. I'm probably butchering that. 12-inch platinum classic series globe. And I made buyers an offer on this. I sold it for $29 plus $12 shipping. Why are buyers buying globes? Well, they're cool decor. And also a lot of people are forced to homeschool right now that otherwise might not be. So this could be curriculum, this could be decor. I don't really know, but I sold it for 30 bucks plus shipping. The next item that sold were one of the hair colors that I showed you guys in one of my last hauls. This hair color expired when I was 1 year old in 1986. It is Winsome Wheat Clairol Born Blonde No Peroxide Lotion Toner. So it's not really a hair color, it is a toner. It has the crystals in it, which apparently are pretty sought after. I paid $1 for this, and I actually probably should have taken the $1 tag off, and that's even in my photos. So this $1 hair color that expired 34 years ago just sold for $39 plus shipping, you guys. The buyer paid $5 shipping for this. Why did the buyer buy this? Because it's discontinued. You can't find this anymore. So if you find discontinued health and beauty products, vintage beauty products, it doesn't matter if they are expired. Buyers are looking for those because they can't just walk into the store and buy them. You have a beauty product that you love, that you swear by, and all of a sudden they stop making it. You're going to go to eBay. You're going to look online for someone reselling that product. I think that is also the case with these. I picked these up. These are Win by Chaz Dean Sweet Almond Mints, and these are discontinued as well. And these sold, the buyer bought 2 of them, so I am trying to remember exactly what my price was on each one. Altogether it was $37.80. I did offer free shipping. I feel like a lot of times with health and beauty products, buyers expect free shipping, so just work that into your price. These are very lightweight and they can go first class. I will box them and then poly mail them because I do not want them to get squished. So buyers are buying these again because my price was cheaper if they could buy it, but I think this is discontinued and they can't buy it. The next item that sold was this Dr. Seuss, and to think I saw it on Mulberry Street. I love Dr. Seuss. Again, this has the original price of $2.79. The buyer paid for this item. Sorry, I didn't already have that pulled up. The buyer paid $6.99 free shipping. It cost me $2.85 to mail this, and this book came from our own personal collection. Why are buyers buying children's books? Again, they are homeschooling more than not right now. And if you didn't know, Dr. Seuss's birthday is coming up. So I've seen a lot of people saying that they were selling a ton of Dr. Seuss books, and so yeah, it's Dr. Seuss time of the year. Don't your kids have like a spirit week for that if they are in school right now? I hope they're in school. Anyway, $6.99 free shipping. So those are the items that are mailing out. The other item that the buyer hasn't paid for, I listed last night, and within 2 minutes I received an offer, $4 from my list price, and there was a defect that I had noted on it, so I just took the offer, but they haven't paid yet. So we'll see. If they don't pay by tomorrow, I will relist the item. But those are the things that have sold. Let's get them packed up. I just wanted to show you guys real quick my very non-fancy setup. Don't think that you have to have some ridiculously fancy setup. Walmart actually has digital scales on sale right now, but this thing works fine, and it works up to 5 pounds. I rarely sell something that's over 5 pounds, and I have a bathroom scale. This will work for now, and I've thrifted this. So anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you that I will write 8-ounce thermals, 9-ounce toner, 7-ounce troll. I write on these packages. Don't rely on your memory to remind you what's in each one of these packages, or you could write like 8-ounce and then whatever the zip code is, you know, that way you can match up the labels that in that regard. Very seldom do I have like 2 9-ounce items and I can't remember which one goes to which, but you can pull up the detailed item specifics for your sale on eBay. But anyway, I do that and it helps me out tremendously to not mail the wrong item to the wrong buyer. All right guys, I actually want to show you a couple little shipping hacks and details, things that I have had questions about on my Instagram and in the past, just firing up my computer here. And the first thing I want to do is show you the label printer that I use. Okay, yes, this is a Dymo label printer, but this is the 450 Turbo. You guys, the big wide labels that everyone uses for their shipping labels, this does not print those. but I can still print shipping labels with them. The size of the labels for these is actually really pretty narrow. And let me show you exactly what a label looks like when it is printed from here. All right, guys, this is what the label looks like. And why I'm showing you this is because I found this label printer at Goodwill, and if I thought that only the large size labels would have worked, I probably wouldn't have purchased it. You can print out different size labels and different orientations of labels on eBay, and it works just fine. So you may have not seen a label like this before, and I'm gonna encourage you to think outside of the box. Okay, I also want to show you guys, when you first get into your eBay, I had someone asking me about bulk shipping and printing a scan sheet. So as soon as I get into eBay, I click on I hover over the little bell icon here, and I will click paid ship now on these 6 items, and this is gonna open up the bulk shipping. I would go ahead and click on that, but it's gonna show all the buyers' addresses. I don't wanna have to blur those out. So I will go ahead and go to the bulk shipping, and let me see if I could get a shot for you guys that doesn't show the addresses. Okay, that opens up a screen that is going to display all of my items one after the other here, and I actually could not find a box that I'm going to be able to fit that globe into, so I'm going to actually click on this globe. I wanted to show you guys that this is an option. If you can ship almost all of your things, I clicked on that, and I'm going to click remove, and that's just going to take that off of my bulk shipping for today. So the globe is actually not on there anymore. Okay, now I can proceed with filling in all of the blanks here and making sure that my labels are printed correctly. When I guess or don't charge for shipping, let's see, it said my total was going to be $18.52. Let's see how close I am. So at this point, I scroll through, make sure everything's correct, and look, guys, it was only $17.75. Whoop whoop. Okay, now I am going to click review and purchase, confirm and pay, and I'm going to show you guys how to get the scan sheet, because someone asked me on my Instagram the other day, how do you print that scan sheet? You're taken to this page that will show you printing your labels. Now you can print labels, but look right over here to the right, it says print scan form. So you're going to click on print scan form. And then it wants to know, these are all my shipments, contains 5 labels, shipping on February 26th. Go ahead and generate. You have to click generate. And then it warns you, now scan forms are going to, most of the time people only print 1 a day. Are you sure you want to generate? Click generate if you're sure you want to generate. Your scan has successfully generated and is ready to print. Okay. And then I can just click and double check, contains 5 labels. The 26, for some reason this one, the 7 labels is still on here. And I can just click print, and I will be taken to my print screen, and I can print this USPS scan sheet. Okay guys, let me show you another little hack. I actually do take this down to print pages per sheet too, and that enables it to print just on half of one side of paper, because there are a lot of black lines on this, and that's a lot of ink if I'm printing out one of those in a full sheet every single day. So I click a half sheet and there's no problem. They can, as long as they can scan this barcode, guys. Now, our morning routines can look different just based off of what we have going on that particular day, but as a general rule, this is pretty much my morning routine. I hope that you'll find some encouragement and motivation to start your own morning routine and really set the intentionality for your entire day. I wish you extreme progress, not perfection, and productivity this week. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, treat your business like your business.